no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my way.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike, 54. Hey. Here we go, 47. 46.
On first and 10, Prescott. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing to start the drive. Gomes, catch is made, it's Harmon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready. 10 Lobo. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Check 3. Check 52. Greystone travel.
Off the play fake. Gomes dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Gomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We go 47.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And able to find Kirk complete. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Christian Kirk, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's their quarterback. 70 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play action now, Prescott. And this is Gabriel on the catch.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Prescott now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught, Shepard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 35 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 2nd down, here's an option right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gomes, his short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Off play action. Gomes. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
Okay, ready? Choose the mic.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First down, Prescott. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down, Gomes. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. General, flash.
To throw again, Gomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Looking to throw. Gomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Forced out to his left, and Thomas has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Here we go. 60 orange. Switch.
Second and 2. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's third and short. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10. Now Johnson, and an alley to run. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Back to throw. Gomes. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time. Fourth down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's do this.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Gomes. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Saquon Barkley. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
Saquon Barkley, the Giant ball carrier. He's taken down at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Hey, kill. 47.
3rd and long for Prescott. It's hauled in by Shepard. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's got daylight. It's a foot. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd down, Gomes got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And all the way up to the 49. A big play there for Philly, and even 40 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. 1st down, and they'll try to run the option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Gomes flushed out right. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kerryon Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you. And make sure.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute off. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Get the goal.
Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that as they convert on 4th. Off on 1st down. Back to throw. Gomes buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Gomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 4th down, Gomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And avoids the contact by sliding.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Watch 16, watch 16. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check safety. Blue dog Quarkers.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Again, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. And that's going to tie things up now at 28. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got a man, Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now it's Barkley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Check 26, check 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
47.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Prescott down. He completes it to Boyd. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the 1st down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Check, check, block 54, block 54. Hey, check, check.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that.